Then my parents arranged to go down and see him. We went to stay, and then I was 15, and he decided that he could wait no longer, I suppose, and that's when...
Well, your parents were upstairs.
Yep.
And his wife had gone to work.
Yeah.
And so you were downstairs on the sofa.
Yeah. And yeah, so I heard his wife go to work, and it was still dark. You know, it was something like, I'm sure it was like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So everybody else nice and sound asleep. He came into the living room quietly. It was still dark. I didn't really know anything about it, and he just got in the bed.
And this has had such a huge impact in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, future relationships, the way you viewed
Everything.
yourself, your self-confidence, all of those things, it's had a detrimental impact.
Yeah. I have just been, I think, so manipulated that every relationship I was in, there was no trust. They were destructive relationships, yet absolutely no self-esteem. On the surface, yeah, but not underneath it.
A lot of people say, you know, it's incredible you take such a long time to come forward. Why do these people take such a long time to come forward? It was because it was having a cumulative, profound effect on you.
Yeah, I thought I was done. I thought, oh, it's OK, everyone has a schoolgirl crush. I'll be fine, just live my life, live my life, live my life. And then I couldn't hide it anymore. It compounded. I got depression.
What was it like when you told your mum and dad? Because that's what finally brought it all out.
It was... Well, I was devastated. It was something that I promised myself that I would never, ever, ever tell them. I never wanted to let them down. I felt guilty. I thought I was going to be blamed. I never wanted to see that disappointment in their eyes. It was difficult, but they believed me. They hugged me, we cried, they've been through the process with me.
Well, your dad was the one that suggested you go to the police.
Yeah, he asked to. It was, what do you want to do? You know, because it was through a counsellor that he made me realise that this isn't right. What I've been through isn't right. And now I realise that, and I thought, well...
And it's not your fault.
And it's not my fault. I'm still working on that one, but
Sometimes it takes you to become an adult to realise what happened to you as a child is wrong, because you still view it in that childlike way of, I'm going to get into trouble. I had an affair with a married man. Oh, my goodness, this is worse than anything. And actually, when you're an adult, you realise that it's nothing to do with that.
No, and I was looking at 12, 13, 14-year-olds. I've done works in schools and secure units and stuff. I've done a lot of work around it. I was looking at them thinking, how can anybody do that? And I need to open up now. I was sick of seeing myself named as this victim, this victim, this victim. I thought, no, I'm not. I'm not going to be a silent victim
This is why you've waived your right to anonymity. This is why you're speaking out.
Yeah, it's not right what is happening, whether it's happening now, whether you suffered it years and years and years ago. It can have such a detrimental effect on you and your life and your mental health.
But you were believed. Fundamentally, that was an issue for you. You were terrified that no one would believe you.
Exactly. I was not only believed by my parents, I was believed straight away by the police. It was not an interrogation on me. It was about how they could help and move it forward and get closure for me.
Well, in February, Andrew Wilson, who's 48, was jailed for 20 months after he pleaded guilty to 5 historic offences of indecent assault against Hayley when she was a schoolgirl. Grooming having started when she was only 12, admitted to kissing her in his car, giving her a lift home from rehearsal and having twice involved her in carrying out a sexual act on him. How do you feel about him now?
I don't feel much about him, if I'm honest. It was never about the prison sentence for me. It was about him admitting his guilt, which eventually he did, and for him to take the responsibility and the blame, and for it not to be on me anymore.
And your advice to anyone watching today is speak out.
Please, please, I beg them, speak out if it's happening to you now, if you think you're in love, if you think you've got this crush. It is not right, and it will affect you, and if it has happened to you, then yeah, please don't suffer in that silence anymore, because it will help you by stepping out. I now don't have to take this to my grave, and I don't want to take my own life anymore, and I'm moving forward, and I just want that for everybody else, if I can help.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're very brave.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you for talking to us today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.